Hello all, welcome to another session. Today we will discuss about emails, cPanel mail server, MTAs, autoresponders, forwarders, etc. Mail servers. So what are mail servers? Mail servers simply transfers, stores and delivers emails within or across networks. There are basically two types of mail servers. One is outgoing mail servers or SMTP servers. Outgoing mail servers performs routing and delivery of emails to the destination server. That is, it literally pushes the emails out of a server and it uses SMTP or simple mail transfer protocol. And the second one is of course the incoming mail server or the IMAP or POP servers, which accepts or stores emails addressed for the domains configured in it. It uses POP and IMAP for mail retrieval. Now we have the mail server components, and the first one is mail transfer agent. And a mail transfer agent transports emails from one server to another using SMTP, and cPanel uses XIM as the MTA. And then there is the mail delivery agent or MDA. The recipient's mail transfer agent invokes the mail delivery agent to deliver the emails to the destination mailboxes to which they are addressed to. And cPanel uses Dovecote and Courier as MDAs, and you can choose either one of them through WHM. And then there is the mail user agent or MUA. And mail user agent is a program which allows users to view, send and receive emails by connecting to the mail server remotely. And you are familiar with user agents like Outlook Express, Thunderbird, etc. So next is a cPanel email accounts. A cPanel user can manage various emails related to his domains through cPanel email accounts. We can check that. Now let us try creating an email account. We will search for email accounts. We will click that. So we will create admin. We will use the password generator to generate a password. I'll give that. Then I'll click create account. We will wait for it. And the email account admin@edusages.com is now created. You can see the details here. Admin@edusages with 250 MB of disk space allotted to it, and you have more options here to change password, the quota, then the settings for the email client, and a portal to access the webmail and configure calendar. Then we have the mail exchanger. If a mail server or MX for the domain is same as that of the hosting server, we can say that the domain uses a local mail exchanger. And if the MX is external to the web server or the hosting server, like Google MX, Google Apps, etc., the domain should be listed in etc remote domains, and we can say that it uses the remote mail exchanger. Now we can check the mail exchanger setting for the email account we created. We will search for MX entry here. We will click that. We will select the domain edusages.com, and here you can see that the destination is edusages.com, which is hosted in the same server, and the priority is 0. So this account uses the local mail exchanger. We can check the backend reference in etc local domains and etc remote domains now. We will grab the domain edusages in etc local domains, and you can see the domain edusages.com here, which means that the domain's email accounts are using local mail exchanger. We can grab the same in etc remote domains, and you can see that the result is empty, which means the domain is not using the remote mail exchanger. Email authentication. Each email account created is protected with a password similar to that of a Linux user. So we have a password file and a shadow file, both in a folder called etc inside the home directory of the account. Then we have the mailboxes. Mailboxes for each email account is stored in the cPanel user's home directory, and the path to the mailbox is specified in the password file. We can check these files now. So we have the home directory of the account here. We will list the files, and you can see the etc folder. And we go into the account's domain name, and you can see the password file here. We will cat the password file now. This is the contents of the password file, and you can see the username here, admin. Then you have the location of the mailbox of the account and the home directory of the account. And in the shadow file, we have the encrypted password and the username associated with it. So that's it. So how to access these email accounts? Your email accounts can be accessed through a webmail application or through any common email clients like Thunderbird, Outlook, etc. We will talk about webmail applications now. You can access the webmail of an account using URL like the domain name /webmail. Then you have the webmail port. You can use that in the browser like domain name :2095 and the secure port is 2096. You can also access webmail from your cPanel account, and we can check that now. Then you have the settings to configure the email client in cPanel. We can check that as well. So we will go ahead and access the webmail from cPanel. We will search for email accounts. We will click that, and this is the email account we created. So we'll click more and we will click access webmail. Usually we have three utilities to access webmail, such as Horde, Roundcube, and Squirrel Mail. Both Horde and Roundcube are database managed, and Squirrel Mail is not managed by database. So we will access Roundcube. So here it is. This is the Roundcube webmail portal. Here you can compose emails, send them, receive emails, etc. So we will close this and let's try the configure email client settings. So these are the settings that we have to use while configuring an email client. We have the secure SSL settings and the non-SSL settings here. Email account forwarders. Email account forwarders helps you to forward a copy of a mail from one email account to another email account. Typically, mail forwarders uses the store and forward policy, which means it stores the original message in the original email ID and then sends a copy to the other email ID. It can also be configured to not save the email in the original inbox as well. The forwarder details are stored in the configuration file etc/valiases/domain.com. Then we have the domain mail forwarding, which forwards all emails received at example domain name 1.com to domain name 2.com. The configuration file for email domain redirect is etc/vdomainaliases/domains.com. We can set up a forwarder and check the backend files now. So we will create a forwarder right now. We will select forwarders. We will click that, and here we will click add forwarders. We will select the account admin@edusages.com and we will forward it to edusages say at gmail.com, and we will click add forwarder. So all emails sent to admin@edusages.com will now be copied to edusages@gmail.com. We can go back and try adding a domain forwarder. We will click this. So here we can select the domains in the account. We will select edusages.com and we will forward the emails to edusagestest.com, and we will click add domain forward. So all emails sent to edusages.com will now be copied to edusagestest.com. We can check the backend files now. So we can check the backend files now. So this is for the forwarder. We will cat etc/valiases/edusages.com, and here you can see all the emails will be delivered to the account edusages.com, and emails to admin@edusages.com will be forwarded to edusages@gmail.com. We can cat the etc/vdomainaliases/edusages.com to check the domain forwarder, and here you can see all emails to edusages.com will be forwarded to edusagestest.com. So with this we come to the end of our session. Thank you all.